The three functions that I want to go over are the left, find, and search. Now the find and search are basically the same functions, and I'll go over that in just a minute. But first off, we've got the left. The left will return the number of characters at start of text, and the start of text for the name here is the far left, so you could say the left function. Let's say I want to go ahead and get everybody's first name in this column here, and to do that, let's begin with Max Klinger. Hit equals on the keyboard and type in the first couple letters for the left function. And you can see it's highlighted and says returns a specified number of characters from the start of a text string. So go ahead and hit the tab key to pop it open, and you can go to the first argument that's in bold, and it says, okay, where's the text? It's over here in cell C6. Select it, hit comma to go to the next argument, and it says how many characters do you want it to count and return, meaning that how many characters do we want to get max. Well, max is 3 letters, so let's go ahead and type in 3, hit enter, and hey, there's max. Now that's fine, except if I think that I can go ahead and cheat and hover over the lower right hand corner till I can see the black cross and double click really fast to do an autofill, basically to copy and paste that function to everybody else down below. Does it pull in everybody's first name or the first 3 letters? Yeah. Brit for Brit, only the first 3 letters. So that doesn't work. Let's go ahead and delete everybody else except for Max again, and let's do some tweaking. Double click to open it up. And instead of counting the first 3, which doesn't work for anybody else except for Bob and Max, let's go ahead and delete that and say we want to nest a function, the find function. What we want to do is we want to find something that breaks up the first and last name, and that's going to be the space, right? So let's go ahead and type in FIN to find the find. And there it is, returns the starting position of one text string with another text string. So with that highlighted, hit the tab key on the keyboard to pop open the function. There's the first argument of 3. The first argument says, okay, what text are you looking for? We're looking for a space. So go ahead and do open quotes, space, close quotes. Hit comma on the keyboard to go to the next argument, and it says, okay, where are we looking in? Within what text? It's in cell C6. So go ahead and select it. And then at this point, I'm going to skip the last part, the start number, because by default it's going to start by counting 1, meaning the first letter in the cell, which is going to be Max. We'll go over that in just a minute, but the default's 1. And let's go ahead and click on the outside to finish it, because we have one set of parentheses, but we don't have the second set. We just have the first one, so we need to close it by adding the second. So we have our order of operation, the first set of parentheses. It does that first, and it says, okay, go ahead and find the space within this cell. And it found it, and once it finds it, it's going to return a number. How many? Well, MAX space is 4 characters, so it's got 4. And so there's the number 4 for the left function looking in, again, cell C6, and so it returns max plus the space. Go ahead and hit enter on the keyboard, and hey, there we go. Now how can you know that there's a space there? Because when you double click, you can't click inside to just focus on the value because you got the function. So let me hit the escape key. If you hover over the bottom right hand corner till you can see the black cross and double click really fast, and hey, it does everybody just right. Not the first 3 letters, but it found the space over here for Danny after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. The 6th one is the space. And so to be able to see if I've got that space coming in, I need to convert this by copying it and then pasting it as a value to overwrite the function. So if I go ahead and do Control C, I copied everything here, and then do Control V as in Victor, come down at the bottom, click on the Paste Options tag, and select 1, 2, 3, where you can see in the pop-up the first 1, 2, 3, which is just the values. So select it, and you can see up here in the formula bar, there's no function. It's just the value or the result of the function for Max, and then for Bob, and then for Danny. And so if I double click really fast in it, you can see it's got the first 3 letters and a space. So it included the space. Now if you don't like that and you want to get rid of it, well, let's go ahead and hit the escape key and hit undo until we can get back to our function. And let's go ahead and delete these guys and just go back to Max, double click. What we want to do is come at the end of the find and type in -1, because we want to subtract that last character, which is the space character. Hit enter, and then go ahead and hover over the bottom right hand corner, double click really fast with the autofill, then Control C to copy, and then Control V as in Victor to paste, and then come down here, click on the paste options, and then click on paste values. And so we've got the value, the result of the function. So when I double click, hey, no space after Bob. It got rid of that extra character, the space character, by subtracting 1. Let's go ahead and hit the escape key, hit undo, and then let's delete that. Come back up here to Max, Let's go ahead and double click. And then let's go back within the find function, because now I want to talk about the last one that I didn't want to cover, the final argument, the start number, because when you do comma and you get it in bold, it says, okay, enter a number. If you don't enter a number, it's going to be 1. What this does is that it's going to start after a certain number to find that space that we're looking for, remember, in between the two quotes. So if I type in, like, let's say 5, it's going to start after 5. So if you look at Max, M is the first one, A is the second, X is 3, space is 4, 5 is K. After K, in this cell, it's going to start looking for the space, and there's no space after it. So when I hit enter, we've got no value. But when I go ahead and hover over the bottom right-hand corner and double-click really fast on the black handle, it finds it for the others because, like, for example, Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, that's 5, and the 6th one is the space. So after Y, it looks for the space, and hey, it found it, so it returned it after that. Now, the purpose of that, you may find it in your line of work where you actually need to start counting after so many characters to just ignore those to get to that one that you want to begin your search thereon. So in any case, let's go ahead and undo that. And double-click in here again, and I'll show you that find is just like, let me type over and type in search. There it is, the first couple letters, and you can see it's highlighted, and it says returns the number of characters at which a specific character text string is first found, reading left to right. So with that highlighted, hit the tab key, it pops it open, and then you can see, starting with the first one, inside the inner set of parentheses, and it says, what text do you want to find? It's just like the find function. You have open close quotes, and in between it you got the space because you're looking for a space. And then go to the next argument. It says within what text, that's cell C6, and then it's got the start number. Exact same thing, isn't it? So when I hit enter, it gives me Max. Select the cell, lower right hand corner, get the black cross. Once you see it, double click really fast to do the autofill, and fabulous. So search and find, basically the same thing as far as what we're trying to accomplish here. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.